Right, so hello and welcome to the Ross Dillon video. Today we're having a slightly different video because today is going to be the first video I've made of me working on my car. So today we're going to be changing my panhard rod for a new gizfab adjustable panhard. I did have an adjustable panhard, but I managed to rip all the threads out of it, so last week I sort of welded the nut on, which I'll show you in a bit, just to get me by for the week. But I've now replaced it with a nice gizfab one. If you want an adjustable panhard rod, gizfab.co.uk were really good. I ordered it on Saturday and obviously they're closed over the weekend, but I had it by Thursday, so super service from gizfab there. So let's head outside, get the car on stand, and we'll change this panhard. To do this, all you need is a 17 socket and then a 17 spanner. I also use a crowbar because sometimes they can be a bit painful to get off, these panhards. So I have a crowbar there just in case. So there's a 17mm here with a washer on, that's just a nut. Focus. And then down the other end there's a bolt all the way through, so you need the spanner for the other side there. Well, that's good autofocus. We'll ignore that. So I'm going to crack on and get this old one off. So this is the repair I had to do last week. You can see here there's a load of welds just around here. Basically the internal threads of the rod had completely stripped, so this whole end was able to come in and out, which then also meant the entire back axle could sway, which is obviously not ideal. And also this poly bush is a bit chewed up, so it's a good thing I'm replacing it. But it's held up for the week, so a bodge is sometimes a good fix. So I've got the gizfab one unboxed and we've got them side by side here. As we can see, the gizfab one is a little narrower, but I'm sure it's just as strong. You can see it's finished in a much nicer dark metallic grey there. That's actually a really nice finish on that. And we've obviously got the gizfab logo just down that end there. Obviously fresh poly bushes come fitted in the gizfab arm. And the main reason I quite like this one a lot more is it's actually adjustable there with the nut, so you don't have to actually take the end of the panhard off to adjust it. You just use a spanner with it in situ, which makes adjusting it a hell of a lot easier. With that said, to adjust it you need the 19mm spanner to adjust it, and then for the locking nuts you need that big 24mm just to get everything locked off in place. So I'm now going to get this fitted in the car, and then I will get these all tightened up once it's in the car. So let's get it back fitted. For the stars, 'cause we're aiming high. So it's now back on the ground. I thought I'd explain why you'd buy a panhard in the first place. So on these Starlets, because they're a fixed beam, if you lower them, the panhard basically becomes too long. And what that does is it shoots this wheel right out, and on the other side you then get it really far in, and obviously you then end up hitting your arches. If you get an adjustable, you can then shorten that rod, and that gets it sat right. As you can see on this side we've got a little bit of tuck. It's quite hard to show. On this side about the same, but it's not perfectly adjusted because it is done just by eye in this case, which is quite difficult to do with no weight on it. So it's just a rough estimate for now, but it's just stops it rubbing, and also it stops me using the one that was a bit bodged. So you're now joining me from the driver's seat of my Toyota Starlet. We've now had the adjustable panhard rod fitted, and I've got it as close as I'll probably get it by eye. There's probably a bit of fine adjustment in it, but for now it's going to do me nicely, and it sure beats the dodgy welded up one. I'm no welder myself, so it's never going to have lasted. And this gizfab one is a beautiful piece of kit, and it makes the car drive so much better. If you've lowered your Starlet and you haven't got an adjustable panhard rod, don't even, just get one on the way. This drives so much better. When I first got it, the adjustable had been set really poorly, and actually because then your axle's so far over, the car grabs really bad. So yeah, really worth the money. I wouldn't lower a Starlet unless you're going to do the adjustable panhard rod and adjust it properly. If you don't really know what you're doing, take it to a local garage. They'll soon be able to sort you out with an alignment. It's really not that difficult to do, to be honest. You just need to bit trial and error, because if you adjust it while there's no weight on the car, it will change, because you need the car with the weight on. So what I did, as a little tip, is just put the jack under the rear axle, tweak it a bit, and then go from there. But yeah, it makes them handle a lot better once you've got it done, so I would completely recommend one. And these gizfab ones, I think, are the cheapest ones they make. With postage, I think it's only 86 quid, so absolute killer deal. Really good paint finish, much better than the old one I had, so highly recommend. And I'm going to pull up somewhere, get some nice sunset shots of this, and I'll close out the video. So I've driven out to this nice little spot just to close out this video. You can see the Starlet looking rather smart there in the background. I've given it a wash just to close this video out, so it's looking nice and shiny. So we've now got that panhard all sorted, so I hope you enjoy this video. I think at some point I'm going to be doing some more videos on the old Starlet there, so if you want to see that, then please do subscribe. Just quickly, if you want more regular updates on the car, that's the Insta there, at that Starlet with a number 4, because you know we're cool like that. So give it a follow on Insta. There's a lot more regular updates on there about this car, because I probably won't be making videos that often, so give us a follow, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.